name is Christina.
Where are you from?
Seattle, Washington.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a few questions. What has been the funniest moment you have ever experienced?
One of the funniest moments I've ever experienced, I I used to play roller derby, which is like a sport which is a sport where you wear roller skates. And I have a couple stories about this, but basically we were warming up before a big game, and a couple of my teammates just fell really hard in front of everybody. It was really funny.
Okay. What has been the happiest moment you have ever experienced?
It's a very hard question. One of the most recent ones is similar to my friends, but like choosing to, or having like the opportunity to come here and study, it's been like one of the happiest moments ever.
What has been the most exciting moment you have ever experienced?
Most exciting. When I went to Costa Rica a few years ago. It was more than a few years ago. I realized I was quite a bit younger, and we did kind of like a zip line course, and at the end they had a really tall platform and then a swing, and they would they clipped you in and you had to sit in it, and then they just dropped you off of it and you swung like all across this valley. It was very scary but very exciting.
What has been the most disgusting moment you have ever experienced?
This also pertains to the sport I played, roller derby. There used to be a girl, to distract other players, she would like to lick them, and so one time she licked me while we were skating. It was disgusting.
What has been the most awkward moment you have ever experienced?
One time I had this boyfriend and I didn't like him anymore. I'm not telling that story, but we were in the same Spanish class and we broke up at the beginning of the year, and then we still had to take the same class together, and he would just stare at me during class. It was so awkward. Same person, push it on.
What has been the most annoying moment you have ever experienced?
This is also kind of recent, but after the earthquakes, my dad kept calling me in the United States and kept asking me when I was ready to come home. And he asked me that almost every day, "Are you coming home yet?" It's very annoying. I'm trying to enjoy my time here and study.
What has been the most embarrassing moment you have ever experienced?
This also has to do with roller derby, but because it was kind of a rough sport, you could hit, and we were skating fast, and so on the outside of the track there was bumpers, so if people fell, it wouldn't hurt, or you wouldn't fall into the crowd. And this is also before a really big bout, but my laces of my skates got caught in my wheels, and I tripped over the bumper. And I thought I just had tripped over the bumper, so I got up and I was fine. And I didn't know that my laces were still caught, so I fell again in front of everybody. And my coach laughed at me.
What has been the most successful moment you have ever experienced?
Last semester in the United States, I worked at a nonprofit organization as my first internship, and I learned a lot there and worked there the entire 4 months, and so that was very successful for me.
The last one, and what has been the saddest moment you have ever experienced?
The saddest moment I have ever experienced. One of my best friends, she goes to school in Liverpool in Europe, and so she lives like thousands of miles away from me, and she's going to be living there for 2 more years, so I don't get to see her very often anymore. So I miss her a lot.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Oh, thank you. You too.